If there is like background noise, like you hear kind of like a vacuum sound, that's a dehumidifier in my house. So I do apologize if that's annoying. I just can't turn it off. So over from the previous stream, we had Joan, Elisa, Breezy, Heat Journey, and Mohini. If you guys are here, please say hello. Please check in. Take a look at this screen. Check in Joan, Elisa, Breezy, Heat Journey, and Mohini. Don't forget to hit notifications, subscribe, smash that like. I am here pretty much every day except for the weekends. I do free readings whether you're new or whether you're returning. The orders and donation list is open. If you want an in-depth reading, consider placing an order through Etsy. I still have the 30% off for the channeled letter. Those seem to be selling pretty well. You guys seem to be interested in that, so I'll keep the 30% off a little bit longer. It is the only thing I have discounted in my shop right now, so take advantage of that while you can. If you are interested in a mini reading, you can definitely donate. There's no minimum to my PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. If you do it that way, though, I do not include oracles. You do not get to choose your tarot deck intuitively, but I will still, give you a pretty good reading there. It's just not as in depth, I guess I would say, as the Etsy orders. So we're going to start the first 15 minutes here soon. I just was late today. I had an unexpected thing happen in my house, so I had to take care of that. So I just want to make sure that other people have time to kind of get over here from the previous stream before we get started. All right, so those of you who are unaware, we started a contest yesterday. This will go through tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys order from me through Etsy, or you have in the past and have not left me a review, you guys can enter for a chance to win a free reading. The free reading will be announced next week during live stream, and the reading will be done, whoever wins, during the live stream as well. So if you've liked your readings, if you enjoy those with me, and you are interested in entering for a chance to win a free reading, this is a detailed reading, please consider leaving a review. It does help the exposure. It helps people find me over on Etsy. So just as a thank you for you guys helping me out. Again, that started yesterday, and that will go through until tomorrow, just before midnight. All right, so I see Breezy has checked in. Please read the description to see how to be added to the free list. Shelby, did you place an order through Etsy at any point? I don't recall. You may have, but I don't recall you paying for a reading on Etsy. And unfortunately, the only way to leave a review is if you ordered from me. So that's okay. It's just kind of like a raffle announcement for those who have placed orders through Etsy, just as a thank you for continually ordering from me and then, leaving that review. Yashu, hello, welcome. Please read the description to see how to be added to the list. I'm just catching up with the chat, so if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. Mohini is here. Thank you for checking in. Elisa is here as well. I see Heat Journey is here. And then, so the only person we're waiting on is Joan. But she may have just left. Just because she saw that I was going to be late. So that's totally fine. We have a couple questions So we'll go ahead and get those readings started. Queen, thank you very much. I see you said you have everyone's questions. Sakria, we will add you to the list. Thank you. So Queen, whenever you're ready, go ahead and start the clock and we'll get this fire round going. All right. So this one is for Breezy. All right, so Breezy wants to know, will I get the driving or no driver assistance job at Amazon? Will I get either of these positions? Breezy wants to know, will I get either of these positions? Breezy, I'm getting a yes. Mohini. Oh. You're welcome, Breezy. Mohini, will Sunny reach out with communication towards me this month? Will Sunny reach out with communication towards me this month? Most likely, Mohini. That was kind of a maybe. If I do say, if I'm honest with you, that was more a maybe. But it did cross over, so it makes me feel like Spirit is saying more than likely, most likely. I'm leaning towards a yes there. Elisa. Will I still be able to retrieve my body energetic alignment the way it used to be? Elisa. Will I still be able to retrieve my body energetic alignment the way it used to be? Elisa, yes. I can tell the over concern about it though may be blocking you a little bit. But I did get a yes. P. Did they talk with their friends about me? P. Did they talk with their friends about me? The person that P has in mind, did they talk with their friends about me, please? P, I got a yes for you. You're welcome, Mohini. Heat Journey, hello. Are you new here? I know you were on the last stream that got canceled, but I wasn't sure if you were new or not. Will JV drive to me if I ask him to? Will JV drive to me if I ask him to? Yes or no, please? So Heat Journey, the rods are going parallel to each other. They're not quite crossing over. So Spirit always says that means it's possible. Is it more than likely yes or no? Is it more than likely yes or no for Heat Journey, please? Spirit is saying if they were to give you an answer. Oh my God, I can't talk. Hold on. If they were to, if you were to ask them and Spirit were to give you an answer right now, they would say that it's still undecided, but they're leaning more towards yes, this person would do that. Sakria or Sakria, does Sandesh miss me? I'm getting a no for you. You're welcome, Elisa. Monica, should I have given S a chance instead of cutting him off? Monica, should I have given S a chance instead of cutting him off? Monica, I'm getting a no for you. Kendra. Will I book the role in the film Profits? Kendra, I gotta know. So I see there's a question here. Is it just a single question? Yes. So I do one free question per stream. I charge $7.77 for questions to be answered. So I'm doing that for y'all for free, just as a thank you for being here, being a part of my community, subscribing, liking, all that stuff. But if you are interested in additional information, consider placing an order through Etsy. The link is a link tree in my description box, and you can just click that and it'll bring up all the different options that you have available. If you are interested in donating for a mini reading to Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, you definitely can. Those just are not as detailed. It's a tarot reading specifically, does not include oracle. It does not include paper messages, things like that. Monica, you're welcome. Queen has just put the link in the chat. So if you guys are interested to see what it is I offer, check it out. You can order 1, 2, or 3 detailed questions on Etsy. You can order a channeled letter from your person, which is 30% off. I can do that for you on a live stream or outside of a live stream for privacy. And again, I do accept donations towards my channel, Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. You can donate any amounts. Those are mini readings. Sorry, Kendra, there was a little bit of a delay. I did not get that notification on my phone. I don't know. I'm having like the weirdest day. I'm pretty sure Mercury in retrograde is like just around the corner because I just can't with anything right now. So if you guys do place an order, please make sure you're letting me know in the chat just in case my phone doesn't announce it for whatever reason. But Kendra, I did get your 2 questions, so you'll be first on the list once the free round is done. We have 8 minutes left on the clock, guys. If you are interested in a free yes or no question, please take a look at this screen. There are 4 steps here. Number 4 is really important. Make sure that you follow that call to action. But definitely, if you're subscribed, remain subscribed. I will read for you whether you're new or you're returning. It doesn't matter. I'm different over here on my channel. So I don't only just read for new people. My goal is to build this community. So maintaining that subscribing number is really important to me, as well as bringing more people to my channel. Kendra said Mercury retrograde is near. I'm actually going to look that up right now. Because, like, I'm feeling it. Let's see. May 10th. So we're just in, like, so this is the struggle for me right now. And we're just in the beginning. And it hasn't even started yet. That's great. Oh, and it goes through my birthday. Fun. It starts on May 10th, guys. Oh my gosh. Hey, Kendra. I mean, I do. It's been a while since I've done those. And I do have a specific deck for it, but I think just because like I specifically have like over 18 here, like this is not for kids, that kind of thing, I still would prefer to do that on like a private. But that's not my specialty, I'll be honest. I do know someone who does those readings really well, but I don't know if she does personal readings or not. Let me see if I can find her. Duchess Divinity is her name. She does a lot of 18 plus pick a cards. She doesn't have like a link or anything on her page, so I'm not sure if she does personal readings. I'd assume so. Yeah, she's really good. If you want like some really like explicit, raunchy, like 18 plus pick a card readings, definitely check out her channel. But she may also do private readings as well. There's someone else too who does them as well, but the name is not coming to me right now. Hey friends, make sure that you're reading the description to see how to be added to the free list. It's a new call to action every time. So what worked on the last stream, yesterday won't work today, that kind of thing. So just pay attention. 3 minutes left on the clock, guys, and we're going to get started on orders. Sharma. All right, so Sharma wants to know, does AC understand and realize the other woman? Hey Sharma, I'm so sorry. I just realized that you're referring to two other people. I do not do third-party readings, so if it's not about you and someone else, I don't answer those questions. You're definitely welcome to rearrange your question or change it in some way, but unless it involves you and AC or you and ASJ or something like that, I'm just not one of those people that just kind of like peek and sneak around other people's interactions and relationships. This is about how for you to deal with something on a personal level. So this is my personal preference, and that is in the disclaimer. It's part of the reason why we have you guys read the description, just so you know. But Even though our list is closed, if you wanted to rearrange, I will be happy to answer a different question for you. Kendra, I think she just means like 2 questions. Or actually, no, I'm confused. I don't know. Kendra has an entry from yesterday into the contest. Is that what you're talking about? She did a review yesterday. She may be talking about the contest, Kendra. I thought it was about 2 questions. I'm not sure. Okay, so Sharma. Okay, there you go. Sharma wants to know, does my ex-lover AC regret everything that happened between us and his foolishness and immaturity? It's a very loaded question here, but I am getting a yes for you, Sharma. Kendra, whenever you are ready, go ahead with your questions. Did you want light seers again or a different? Did you want to kind of choose a different deck? Okay, so this one's for Kendra. Let's pull up your oracle as well. Number 2. I knew this one was gonna. All right. So Kendra, what are my spiritual and psychic abilities? Kendra. What are my spiritual and psychic abilities? So, Kendra, I will start off by saying I personally believe that everybody has psychic abilities. Everybody has the ability to tap into any of them, whether it's a clair ability like claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience, things like that. However, I do feel like some people are naturally more inclined towards a certain strength, at least in the beginning, as they kind of work it out, work that muscle, so to speak. So I'm going to see just what you're more naturally inclined. Like, for example, for me, I was more clairsentient, so I was more like feeling, more empathic. However, the more that I do this, I notice other things. Sometimes I have visions. Sometimes I can, it's not an audible sound, but like I get a message. That's more clear cognizance, kind of just like a knowing, but sometimes I actually see things or I hear things. So you can see, like, I started off with one thing, but then other things started developing for me. So I'm going to just kind of see here what you're more naturally inclined. All right, so Kendra, spiritual and psychic abilities. Yeah, I think that is correct. Unless the questions are bought separately, it's one review per order. But you did do a review yesterday, Kendra, so we'll count that one from yesterday. And then if you wanted to do another one, it's up to you. But you have the one entry. Kendra, what are Kendra's spiritual and psychic abilities, Clear? What are the strengths that Kendra has right now? What are the spiritual and psychic abilities, please? Right off the bat, I would say claircognizance and clairvoyance. Interesting message. You could have been a guide in another time for someone else. You should try automatic writing here. This is, I think, the second time you've got this strategy card. So Spirit can likely speak through you very easily with automatic writing. So definitely look into that. But yeah, clairvoyance and claircognizance are the two things I'm thinking right up straight away. Your influence, the way that you're able to influence and manipulate the energy of a room, is also something else that you have the ability to do. Kind of like, it always reminds me of Jasper from Twilight. You know how he can kind of manipulate and influence the energy around him, people's thoughts or behaviors or something like that. You can just shift it, which is great, because if something is not going well, you probably could be a peacemaker if you allow yourself to be. Okay, Queen. Kendra's spiritual and psychic abilities. So you have a connection to Luna, goddess of the moon. We have the Empress here as well. So I think you could be influenced by the moon itself. You're probably very in tune with like the cycles and things. You said your energy can easily change a situation for better or worse. So now that you are aware of that, it's good because it's just going to play to your strength. I see you're able to gain perspective really easily, which is partly why I thought clairvoyance. It's almost like this distant perspective here. We have the garden and the gates, which kind of makes me feel like you can see like the other side, like kind of like the veiled adjacent possibilities perspective with the Eight of Cups and the King of Swords. Okay, so claircognizance is definitely one of them. The King of Swords is not. It's kind of like a all-knowing. Like they're able to tap in and get information that they need. It's not. It's just very easy for them to just kind of know what's going on. You're like, I don't know why I know these things, but I do, and there it is. I do see Spirit saying to, if you feel called to work with maybe like herbal medicine or like candle magic, or delve deeper into your witchy side a bit here with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's all very mental and visual. Not quite getting healer or anything like that. I'm getting it's more like solo work that you do. It's not with like a bunch of people, or it's not for someone else. It's more for your own self, but for the greater good. Clairvoyance is seeing the future. So that's seeing the future or past is essentially like a premonition. Clairvoyance is where you actually have visions. You can see things with your mind's eye. So like you might see something before, you could see something before it happens, but clairvoyance is just kind of like a vision to give you information. Like sometimes when I'm doing readings for you guys, like I might say, oh my God, I see the chariot in my mind. It's like Spirit says the chariot, and then the chariot comes out of the deck. Like it's kind of like, it's not necessarily like a prediction, or it's kind of just more like specifically clairvoyance is where you can see things. And if it's very, very strong, like that's why people use that word so often for mediumship, because it's almost like they can see the other side if they strengthen that. Yes, claircognizance is the knowledge of something and not knowing where it came from. Very, very, yeah, it's almost like divine information that just was planted in your brain, and you're like, how do I know this? But I do. I need to invest in the moon cycles more because I never thought it would affect. Maybe that's why I always get the Moonology deck. Oh, I never even thought about that. That's a very good observation. But I don't know where to start with the Moonology. The guidebook really does help. At least get yourself familiar with the deck. But there's so many things that you can look at. I considered teaching tarot, and I considered teaching easy ways to kind of pick up on things and oracle decks and things like that. So that may be something I do down the road. Images that have meaning, exactly. Like I know some mediums will say, I see a knot being tied, you know, and so like they might say, I see a knot being tied, and someone's like, oh yeah, they got married. Or a knot being tied could have to do with like, I don't know, fishing or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know why I was thinking like fishing, but essentially like Spirit might give you images to say out loud to help the person make the connection with what you're saying. Like I was doing a reading, it may have been for you, but all of a sudden I was just like sushi, and so like I don't know what that was, I don't know where that came from, but sometimes I do have like I think it's called clairgustance. where you can taste things or you can smell things, clairalience. Like I have those too sometimes. It's very weird. There's when you become more in tune and you understand like what to look out for, it becomes very apparent what's happening. And I think it's just a matter of being aware of it. You sense things without knowing how. Exactly. Those are like divine messages for you. Exactly. It's like, when you don't know what you're going to say to someone, but all of a sudden the words just come out and somehow it ends up being very valuable to the other person. It's like that wasn't me. I wasn't the one that said. I don't know where the hell that came from, but I mean, there you go, I guess. Like that's definitely claircognizant. So it seems like you're more tapped into more just divine knowledge that somehow you just have. But pay attention to the clairvoyance as well. Like sometimes things will just, it's mostly like spirit animals, I would say, but they just really just all of a sudden wake me up in the middle of the night. Like all of a sudden I'll just sit up in bed because I've woken up to turn or something, and all of a sudden like a big ass wolf is in my face, or like a black cat is in my face. It's all very interesting. You got it, Kendra. Okay, so whenever you are ready for your second question, let me know. What big role do you see me booking by the end of the year? Do you think that you're going to book a role by the end of the year? Do you know for sure? Oh, she said she's changing her second question. Sorry. Only do with what you're comfortable with, Kendra, when it comes to the witchy stuff. I stay pretty surface level for me. I'm going to be dealing a lot more with like herbs and things and tinctures and botanically based medicine. But I do think intention is important. I think it's important to clear your energies. So I'm into all that kind of stuff. I just don't delve too much in like spells and things. It's interested me, but not enough for me to like want to do anything with it just yet. I feel like I have not against like anyone else who does it, but I feel like I have a pretty good connection with my spirit guide. So I feel like if I need something, I can just ask them and they will make it happen. But that's just me, I might delve into it later on. So definitely only do what you feel called to do is what I'm trying to say with that. Okay, so second question, Kendra. If I own my witchy and psychic abilities, how will it benefit me? It's all about intention, Kendra. I'm sure you're doing it right. It's all about intention and what's for the greater good of all, to ensure that you're not going to get any kind of backfiring or anything like that. And as long as it's always within the highest light, the highest energy, the highest vibrations, things like that, and it's for the the greater good of all. That's kind of how I like to finish those things, because I want to make sure that like my desires aren't interfering with anyone else's free will or anyone else's life. So Kendra, if I own my witchy and psychic abilities, how will it benefit me? Kendra, if I own my witchy and psychic abilities, How will it benefit me? If she strengthens these, how will it benefit me? Interesting, got the garden and the gate again. There might be a message for you in the guidebook. I'll have to pull it out and see. Because it's like, apparently I'm not getting all the information off that card that I need. All right. So it's always great when you're more tapped in. The more you can strengthen, the more, I will say, I'll use the word stoic, the more stoic you are, the more you're like, if something bad were to happen, I'll be fine. You know, you become more at peace within yourself, the more spiritual you get, because it's like nothing is very scary, because you know that there's support. If you, depending on your beliefs, like maybe you start to believe in like reincarnation, and then therefore death isn't that scary, because you're like, if something happens, I can come back. It's like, yeah, I want to keep living this life. But you know, when you start to have like that faith, when you start to experience more in your spiritual side, when you start to see things more, hear things more, feel more tapped in and more connected to the collective consciousness, it really starts to make you feel more at peace. It starts to make you more trusting of the fact that the universe has your back and things are going to work out for you. And yeah, you can have a crappy day, but you have a great life, and it makes you more grateful. And so like, these are the things that's coming to mind just from my personal experience. It's spirits like saying, hey, say this, hey, say that, because generally speaking, how is it going to benefit you? It's going to make you feel more at peace. It's going to make you feel you said, I just never know if I'm doing it right. The same card come out, fearlessness. Yeah, it's like, it definitely is. And it's not in like a, I'm going to be dumb and go like jump off a cliff and like whatever, but it's like, your anxiety goes down. A lot of the times you just feel more calm, like you just know what to do. If you're feeling anxious or you're feeling bad, you know, let's just go meditate, or let's clear the energies with some Palo Santo or some sage, or let's read a card and try to get some clarity on the situation. It's just really good, especially for being able to protect your own energetic like boundaries basically. And you know, you just feel like this sense of like confidence. You also start to get more to intuitive hits on like how things are supposed to go. Are you supposed to be on this path or on this path? You might get more information about your life calling, your life purpose, you know, things like that. So it's like, generally speaking, this is only to benefit you. But for you specifically, I do see you just ultimately having that specific connection. I think for you, Kendra, you could make the veil very thin for you. You could end up like really seeing things in your human experience. You might be able to develop into mediumship where you can contact like other people on the other side. You might see fairies, you might see orbs, you might see just crazy stuff. It's kind of fun, but you have the control. But I feel like if you were to develop to the highest power, to the most ultimate that you could, Spirit is saying you will have that seventh chakra connection, and that's the crown chakra. That's the one that connects your physical body to spirit. I think that it could give you a new perspective as well with the journey card. I think it's just going to help you know how aligned you need to be to get to where you want, and kind of just have a knowing of how to make those adjustments to get to where you want. I see it actually helping your romantic life as well as your interpersonal relationships with people, because you'll understand them on a certain level that probably will make you more compassionate. Claircognizance again coming out at the bottom of the deck with a thinking man. You said you used to see fairies when you were a kid. I think I did too, but I don't like have a specific memory, but it's like it feels familiar. I was also really drawn to the movie Fern Gully. Do you guys remember that movie? So it's like, when it comes to the elementals, I'm never going to say it doesn't exist. I'm never going to say there's no mermaids or there's no fairies or anything like that. I just am like, who am I to say what does and does not exist? You know what I mean? There was a great way that I think I got it from Gem Goddess. She's another YouTuber. How she basically said that who are we to say that something doesn't exist just because we can't see it? Because, for instance, a plant, like a little insect, is just living its life, eating off of a plant. A plant has a certain level of life and consciousness, but they don't have the level of consciousness that we do as human beings. So they're just out just being plants, but they do have a vibration, they do have a consciousness, but it's not at our level. So what if we are the plants to the spiritual realm? You know what I mean? It's like there's this hierarchy in a way, and just because we can't see it doesn't mean it exists. Plants can't consciously know we exist or see that we exist, yet we're here. So who's to say that there's not something else out there that we just can't see? Maybe our level of consciousness is just not aware enough to do that. So I always thought that analogy was pretty cool. Kendra, how would it benefit me? So I do have death and rebirth. I do feel like you could develop to mediumship to where you could actually see people who have crossed over. Of course, that's up to you. I think that it will bring healing to you with the Nine of Wands. It will kind of make you a bit more resilient and have more faith in what's going on around you, that things are working out for your benefit. In a weird way, I think that your chakras will become more aligned, and you'll actually become more grounded and appreciative of the three-dimensional life that you're living as a human being. And I feel like it's going to give you this sense of strength where you can overcome pretty much anything. So those are the benefits that I'm getting for you, Kendra. So Seven of Wands always comes out because you rise above, you rise above these challenges. Walk away if you need to. Let's pull some paper messages. Like I said, they're specifically for love and relationships is how I channel them, but you never know. There could be certain keywords that come out that have to do with this. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we do have taste. So you could have clairgustance. It's either clairgustance or clairgustinance. I can't remember. You could have that. We have taste. I think that's confirmation on the clairvoyance here with present. Like things will present to you. Entities, apparitions, visions, things like that. You could have a bit of clairsentience. I don't think that's your big one, but I do think that it's possible that you can kind of feel how other people feel about you, which you have to be careful with that, because you never know if it's your own feelings Like if you looked at someone and you're like, nah, not for me, like this person's not for me, and then all of a sudden you start like wondering about this person, you're like, I know for a fact I'm not attracted to them, nor do I want to be in a relationship with them. However, you can start taking on their feelings for you and then start having feelings for them. And then that gets kind of weird because you're like, this isn't making any sense. And you have to kind of take a step back and be like, are these my feelings or are these their feelings? So that can kind of get a little bit misinterpreted here with uncertain. Claircognizance, how you just know. We also have want, city, and holiday. Holiday meaning like an actual holiday that you celebrate or a vacation. And I see city, which is great. That's just confirmation here that you want the city. You want to get to that place. Vacation's kind of making me think that you can kind of disconnect a little bit from this world, probably, to just kind of like check out and maybe get additional insight that's needed. So you could probably astral travel or something along those lines. So Kendra, that is what I have for you, girl. Let me check my Etsy here. You're welcome, Kendra, of course. So for those of you who are just, this shouldn't even be on the screen anymore because our list is closed. For those of you who are just joining us, our free list is closed, but donations and orders are still open. If you are interested, check out the link tree in my description box to see how to place an order. We do have a contest going right now where if you place an order through Etsy and then leave a review afterwards, you can be entered in for a drawing to win another reading from me. Apparently you can't talk. This is how it's going to be, guys, for like the next month. I'm just going to be stuttering over my words and everything, so it's going to be real great. You said you want the city. Queen, did you have a question while it's slow? While we wait for some people to join in, do you have a question? No pressure if you don't. I will probably go make some food. I have not eaten. So for y'all that are still in here, I woke up, wasn't feeling great because it's that time of month, and I just decided I was just going to chill in bed for a little bit. Around 11, I decided to get up, start getting ready, maybe make some lunch and stuff before my stream at 12 o'clock, and all of a sudden my toilet's just flooding on floors that are not sealed, on floors that are not waterproof right now. And that has been an ongoing process for months, trying to get a contractor to come out here and take care of it. So the one thing that we were hoping would not happen happened. So that was a lot of fun. And then I had to clean that up. And then of course I had to shower. I had to go get the dehumidifier from my sister's house. It was just a freaking nightmare. And with all that being said, I have not eaten anything today. So I might go heat up some food while some people are joining us. You said go heat up some food. Okay. I'm trying to think. I wish there was something I could play like in the background on the channel, so that way it wasn't so boring for y'all. Oh, Queen, you have a question. Let's see. Did you want to pick up a deck? It's like my OCD is getting to me. How is RS feeling right now? How is RS feeling right now? For Queen, please. How is RS feeling right now? Ha! How is RS feeling right now? Let's take a look. Wow. Scattered. Attached. Journey. Woman holding a heart. Possibilities. 4-4. Foundations. Still got some up that sleeve, don't you, RS? Thinking man and angel of love as well as appreciation. This heralds like love and romance coming your way. We also have a woman holding a heart, so this is like a tapping into the feminine here. Let's pull some tarot. And with adjacent possibilities, I'm getting that they're trying to think of what to do. They're like, this is not working the way it's been working. I need to do something differently. Interesting. I also heard that they can't let you go, but they might think that they have to. Like something else might be easier. I don't think they can let you go, Queen, but what is this? It's like contemplation here. Let me dig in a little bit deeper. Maybe they've tried other options and the other options aren't working. It's something here about other options. Why do you keep getting stuff in reverse? This is crazy. All right, we have delays here with the fortune in reverse. That has to do with timing. They're up against something right now, some type of fight, some type of, they're trying to slay this dragon. We have something hidden here. We have illusions, secrets. So the Queen of Airs in reverse is about being cold, being like closed off, being they say like bitchy, being bitchy. What is this? Although this one is about being open to change. Okay, so this is making sense now. Oh shit, I just had it. What is it? Open to be doing something different. They're open to change. They're open to being different here. But I think that they're worried about how you're going to receive it. Oh my god, RS, what are you trying to tell me, bro? They feel like something is out of their control right now. I wonder if this has to do with someone else, like another person, like someone else getting in the way of y'all's relationship. I don't think it's romantic, but I feel like there's this like codependency here, this kind of like toxic. And I feel like in order to move forward with you, they kind of have to slay this dragon first. Someone who could be kind of interfering here, deceitful. It's like they don't want to sever this connection, but in order to move towards you, they would have to walk away from this situation. And so they kind of this could be like, because I got delays, so I feel like this person could be delaying this action towards you. I mean, I see bags packed here. It is a woman, but it could be him. But I see bags packed here, going on a journey. So this person's like, that's the plan. There is codependency here with attachments. Let me pull out some more cards here. You said the aunt. She's gotten in y'all's way before. Whoa. So I did get from this that family issues will be resolved. Ooh, this is crazy, girl. So remember when I was saying that it could be another person is what I was getting? I actually pulled out this card in the guidebook, and it says that this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. So there is a delay, and the message I was getting is correct. Ooh, that's crazy. I think she is what he's dealing with. He wants her gone. Queen of Arrows. Could she be kind of bitchy? Because I got like cold-hearted here. But this will be resolved though. This will work itself out. I hear like bon voyage. Who is this person? Closure. Who is this person? Options. Who is this person? Hello? Cards? Who is this person? Attachments. Ooh, the devil and the three of cups. That confirms that the delay that is here is due to attachments, codependency, toxic relationships, or habits with another person. It feels like one person, like someone else getting involved here, but looking to end this. I think RS is trying to bring this to an end. The world is the last card of the Fool's Journey in the Major Arcana. So bringing something to an end or to have that closure here and trying to figure out the best way to go about doing that. We have wishes fulfilled here. Like I said, I feel like this is going to work itself out. That is a very strange energy check-in, because it's like it's like whatever intentions this person had came to some kind of, and it doesn't feel like a halt per se. It doesn't feel like this is like, oh, we're cut off, you know, like this is a, like, it almost feels like the pursue journey. I don't know what that word is, but like the act of pursuing something has not stopped. It's just slowed down. It's just lost a little bit of the initial momentum that was there, but it's not stopped. You said, I don't know the aunt at all. He doesn't talk about her. So you're saying it's the aunt. I'm confused. Queen, that's what I feel like. It feels like a feminine energy with whom he has a toxic attachment to, or toxic relationship, toxic patterns, cycles, what have you, with this feminine energy. And it's like put a rift, so to speak, in the plans that he originally had, but it's just slowing things down. It's just delayed. It's not stopped. It's like he has to figure out a workaround. Spirit saying workaround. He has to like fix this one thing, and then he can get back on track. And it does feel like a feminine energy, Queen. I'm not gonna lie. You have the Queen of Arrows and you have the Woman holding a heart. It's like release this. It's like he's got to get her squared away or something first. RS, energy check-in with Queen, please. RS. Somewhat. Oh, I hope not. I hope she's not selfish, but I got selfish here. So this person's having to make alternative decisions here. Things have kind of deviated from the original plan a little bit due to this complication. We have scattered, frustrated, decision, perspective, and light. So I see this person still is looking at this positively, looking at you positively, but trying to gain that perspective to figure out what to do. I think he feels a bit frustrated. He feels like this is causing a bit of chaos. Generally, I think that he's dealing with some type of selfish tendencies. I don't think that's by him, but I think that maybe her. Oh, yes, I can, Kendra. Let me just pull this song for All right, so we have 2 songs for you, Queen. We have My Chemical Romance, I'm Not Okay, I Promise. And then we also have Tame Impala, Is It True? Kendra, you had the Garden and the Gate card. Let's see if I can find it. The Garden and the Gate, abundant prosperity, staying safe, Kendra. It says the gate to the road outside the garden is locked while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. This card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way. Be aware, the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. The beauty is enticing and worth enjoying, but you may not be giving your spirit the freedom to roam. Interesting. It's saying you may have the choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world that is just outside your gate. So Spirit is saying, don't get comfortable here. Where you are right now, don't get comfortable. Continue to pursue. While it may feel good and it may feel just easier to stay where you are, Spirit is saying, don't get distracted. You have the key to let yourself out of that gate and get to the other side and experience all of the things that you want to experience. So Spirit's strongly encouraging you, do not stay put where you are for too long. Don't get too comfortable. And Queen, I hope that answered your question a little bit. I know that you're a little bit confused, but I will say, just due to my understanding of the situation from what you tell me and then just seeing what I read here, I do think it is the aunt. It feels like a feminine energy. You're welcome. Tying up loose ends. So, did y'all hear that sound come through like an order was placed? Kendra, I was telling you that my phone was having delays. It just now told me about your order. That sound that was made during, I think it was Queen's reading, that was not a new order. That was Kendra's orders finally being announced. You're welcome, Queen. All right, I'm gonna go heat up some food. I will be around. If someone places an order, I will come right back. But I am going to eat a little bit. So if you guys just want to take a quick break and come back in, I'll keep an eye on the chat and just make sure that everyone's questions are being answered. It just seems a little slow this morning or this afternoon. Oh God, it's already 3 o'clock. What am I even saying? This morning? Who am I? But we'll probably pick up later on tonight as well. If I eat some lunch and for whatever reason it's like still kind of dull, then I will probably just come back later. But I just want to leave it open for just a little bit, maybe until like 3 and see if anything else comes through. I'm usually a lot busier at night, so the wait is much shorter if people place the order earlier in the day. Hey guys, I wanted to give it until like 3. We're almost 10 minutes past that, just to see if anyone else wanted to come in and place an order while I was eating lunch. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and sign off for now. It seems just kind of slow for people today, but I know it gets busier on Thursday nights, so my plan is to come back at 8. I have pinned the link to the top. Let's see. Pin message to the top of the chat. So you guys should be able to just click that link and turn on the notifications so you can be back tonight and get another chance on that free list. You also can place an order as well. So if you wanted to pre-order for tonight's live stream, you can definitely do that by clicking the link in the description box. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and just call it for now. Close all this. You guys have a great rest of your afternoon if I don't see you. For those of you who are going to join me again, I'll see you at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.